So, I know in my last video I said I would try and make some, a bunch of new ones when I had the time, but unfortunately I got sort of caught up in other things. But don't worry, they were very big, important, productive other things, like clipping my toenails and learning to play the banjo. I'm just kidding. But seriously, school has been sort of a bitch lately, and it's been sucking up my life. And those of you out there who are students, you know what I'm talking about, right? But anyway, so this video is sort of a pseudo-response to Community Channel's video titled Your Soap Sucks. And if you want, you can go check out that video before you finish this one, just so you kind of, I don't know, have a better frame of mind for this one. I put the link on the bottom. And while you're there, you might want to check out some of her other videos, because she's got some pretty good ones. You should subscribe to her if you like them, by the way. And no, I'm not being paid to say this. So, anyway, in her video she asks her viewers, what is the best present you've ever received? And here's my answer. Money. That's right. We're talking cold, hard cash. The colder and the harder, the better. Best present you can ever give anyone. But seriously though, I gotta say, most of us aren't really in the position to be writing big checks to our friends. That only works when the person giving the gift is in a significantly better financial situation than the person receiving. And so, since most of us aren't really in the position to be, going for benevolent this year, I think maybe it's best to go for thoughtful. And no, gift cards do not count as thoughtful unless you really know that the person would just absolutely love a few bucks towards Starbucks or Chipotle or Dave and Larry's Discount Firearms, whatever. But I know Christmas is quite a few days away in real days, but in shopping days, it's pretty much so coming up next week. So, sort of as a duty to the public good, I've compiled a list of crap you should not buy for your friends if, for whatever reason, you want to actually keep them. Socks or underwear? Alright, let's be real here. If you ever give me a package of damn socks, I will not only quote-unquote forget to write you a thank you note, but I will demand whatever I gave you back. Socks are about as useful as notebook paper, and that's exactly why you don't buy them as a gift. You don't go up to people and say, hey, look at these awesome socks Aunt Reba bought me. And you certainly don't say, oh, and check out these underwear. That's just not cool. Exception. If you find some really cool socks, they may just slide, but you have to be pretty creative. And that means that pretty much so anything from Fruit of the Loom is out. Anything that hints at weight loss. Some examples are diet cookbooks, diet pills, jogging pants, treadmills, that sort of thing. Generally, people take it as a bit of an insult when you buy them something that suggests they might be happier if they took a few inches off their waist. Even if your friend Brenda is always talking about how she's going to trim down, that doesn't mean you can bring it up, even in this roundabout sort of way. If anything, you might want to get them the opposite. Food. Food is always good. Even if your friend Harry is trying to lose weight, and buying a box of truffles might be in effect saying, F you never look like a jerk when you give someone food. Gift cards. See my earlier snippet on those. And while we're at it, soap and candles are on the list too, as Natalie said. Gag gifts. Now, you are more than welcome to buy these, but I thought I would add them to the list because you have to be careful. If you and Jimmy have agreed to exchange gifts, and he gets you something nice like that DVD you've been wanting, and you buy him a fake mustache that glows in the dark, he might be a little put off. Similarly, if you both agree to do gag gifts, make sure you're on the same page as to what a gag gift actually means to you guys. His present of George Bush toilet paper might be amusing and fun for you, but your gift to him of a talking dildo might freak him out just a little bit. Stationery. First of all, who actually writes paper letters anymore? And second of all, who cares if your amazing stationery has sparkly Winnie the Pooh characters on the envelope? Although, this might make a good gag gift. See number 4. Puzzles. Alright, so last Christmas I got one of those 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzles. I wanted to explain that with the little free time I actually do have, I'd rather set my leg hair on fire than spend it doing a jigsaw puzzle. That thing took me like 10 hours. Buying a puzzle for someone is just like saying, I think you're boring. This should give you something to do since you don't have a real life. Tickets to go somewhere or do something for which the recipient might not actually want to take you along. So how awkward is it going to be if you buy Susie 2 tickets to see Coldplay perform, and when she gets them she says, "Great! My friend Lindsay and I have always wanted to go see them." At this point you have to either awkwardly clarify your original intentions or play it cool and say something like, "Yep, have fun." Oh, jeez. Books the person will never read. For example, my parents bought me one of those almanac-like books that have about a zillion bits of useless information that I would only care about if I were on, say, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, attempting that $100,000 question about what the ends of shoelaces are called. I'm currently using the book as a solution to my wobbly table in the kitchen. Pornography. Okay, enough said. Anything that was given to you as a gift that you don't want. Now, I think we can all agree that regifting is in fairly poor taste. And to make things worse, sometimes these gifts get regifted multiple times. Every once in a while you might find your own crappy gift to Uncle Cecil and Aunt Gertrude wrapped in different paper several years later from your cousin Frank. Although, if your own gift winds up back on your doorstep, I think it's a pretty good indication that you have failed at gift giving a few years ago, so you might deserve it. I'm just saying. I mean, I can't believe those socks I gave Bill came back to me last year. So there you have it. That's my list of gift-giving tips and things to avoid giving, or at least to me. Somehow I think that if any of my relatives or friends saw this video, I might not be having that problem this year. But anyway, I hope you guys had a good Halloween. I know I sure did, because that's the one time of the year when I can gorge on candy and not look like a total fat ass. But yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Peace.